done a simple form. Okay, we named it as bouquet table. Okay, this is our output. So far we have created many components for an our single one page template. So now I am going to hide all those things. I don't need. Inside React.js we need to give command
I'm not
like
able to see your screen, sir.
sorry,
Not able to see your. I'm not able to see your.
we're not able to hear.
Not able to see your screen, sir.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yes. I forgot to share my screen. That's all.
That's what.
Okay. Okay. So far what we did. Yeah, we have done more than 5 components and combined all the component in a single manner. Okay, in app.js. Now we need to do validation for our bouquet table components. Okay. Now we need to do, if I am going to click, I need to show some validation. Okay, I will do one or two things, remaining thing you can do. Okay, for not for this component. Okay, what are the components you have in your system you can do. Okay, I'm just tell the way, the same way you just to copy or else you just made some coding of by your own. That's why I'm telling. Okay, now we don't need these components. Okay, straight away we need to work. Okay, whenever I am working anything, then it will reloads and showing. That's the reason I'm going to hide all those components. Okay, this is the proper way to commenting your or hiding your HTML or else JavaScript code or else components. Okay, this is a common pattern to comment. So then probably it won't show any error. The same way you just check. Uh, the same way I am going to comment all those. Once the form validation is completed, then I will do. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Now I am going to click submit. I need to show validation. Just wait. Yeah. Hi Ajay.
Hey, hi Rajesh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we have only this component. Okay. Normally in our JavaScript, we do validations by using on click. Okay, using a simple button on click, then probably we will get the value from a particular text box by the name or else ID we will get. Okay, the same way now I am going to do. Okay, here we have a submit button. Okay, mostly I avoid to use the submit button. Okay, the same way now I am going to use button. Sorry. Wow. Here the design has changed. The reason the front-end developer they do a CSS for submit button. Using the submit button they did. Okay. Now I am going to change the CSS for. I'm just telling the how we need to change the CSS in using a this inspect element. Okay. If I'm go, I just want to change my button styles. I'm going to click here. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. Initially, it should be submit, right? Then probably it is showing us some things. Okay, we need to identify the CSS styles here. Okay, here it is. Assets CSS style.css. It's there is a code for submit button. Okay, now I am going to change assets CSS style.css. Okay, where it is assets CSS style.css. Okay, simply I am going to change my submit button. Okay, here it is. Okay, instead of button so submit, I am going to change my type as submit. Probably it will work. Okay, now now it is working fine. Okay, Okay, this is a common normal way to changing a CSS of a particular type. Okay, if they have do coding for a submit button, we don't want to argue with them. Hey guys, I want a submit button or else insert. Okay, just to selecting the type of the button we need to change. Okay, it won't take much time to change. That's the reason I'm doing it. Okay, now it's fine. Now on click. Okay, here whenever I am going to click, I need to show some alert. The reason, I need to ensure myself whether I am in a correct way or not. That's why on click. If suppose I am doing on click like this is some wrong syntax. Okay, as I earlier said, JavaScript, it needs proper camel case notations. That's the reason I am going to give on click like this. Okay, then normally we will do validate form. Validate form is a function. Okay, this is the way commonly we use it in HTML, but in React, as I said, we need to use some React features like this dot. I will tell you the reason why I need to use that this and in validate form. Okay, we don't need a function. Okay, normally we guys know what is the use of this.
It's a current object, right?
Yes, correct. Actually, it will calls the function. Okay, inside our component, wherever the function it will created, then it will call. Okay, suppose I am going to create one function above the render function. Okay, we don't need to write any function inside the render. Okay, this is the common way to rendering our HTML elements, and it will shows to the user as a user. Okay, that's the purpose we need render and return. Okay, what are the function hereafter we are going to do? We need to do above the render function. Okay, validate form is a function I'm going to write the same way. Okay, now it's fine. Now I am going to give console.log. The reason, I'm going to ensure okay whether it is working or fine. It is working. Okay, then as I said earlier, how we get the value of first name and last name, where first name is the variable declaration. After that, document dot get element by id, it helps to get the value from a text box or else a password type. Okay, in React.js we have a object, we can do a object declarations, and we will getting the values from a object. I will tell you the way. Okay, here, as I said earlier, class component, it should need a constructor. The reason of constructor is creating an object, initializing object. Have you studied? Okay, you forget. Okay, the reason of constructor is creating a new object. Okay, whenever we are going to create any object, the reason I'm going to send 7 parameters as a object to the database. That is the reason I'm going to create an object. Okay, in class components we should initialize. Okay, then only we can easily obtaining the value of an object. That's the reason I'm going to create one constructor. Okay, simply constructor, and inside that we need to give props. I will tell you what is props. Okay, now we don't need worry about what is props. Okay, then I have created a constructor. Here the initialization process is available. Now I am going to use state variable something. Okay, state variable something. Okay, before that, whenever the constructor called, the object initialization is successfully done. Okay, then we need to access this object variable outside the function, outside the declaration. That means same way I have used this, this keywords, it helps, it will check wherever the validate form is available inside the component. this is a component. Inside the component, wherever it is, okay, then probably it will goes there, this dot validate form, then it goes there. Inside the functionalities, what are the things hereafter we are going to go, sorry, give, that will check. Okay, that's the reason we are using this. Okay, perfect. Now we need to access our object. For the purpose, we need to initialize our super props. You just check super props, it allows to accessing the creating object. Okay, hereafter we are going to creating an object, prototypes, functions, everything. That's the reason we need super. It gives this keywords to accessing our object. This is a simple object. Okay, state, the React feature has two major elements. First one is state. Okay, I will tell you. First one is state, another one is props. Okay, the state is used to, it's used whenever I am going to click validate form. I need to change my here, sorry. Okay, okay, this is an bouquet table. Okay, there is a component, it is a single component, consider it is a single component. Whenever I am going to on click, I need to change the bouquet table as bouquet class, like that. Okay, inside the component I need some data manipulation. Data manipulation means hide and show. Okay, here I don't want to show bouquet table text. Whenever I am going to click, I need to change that is that table as class. Okay, for that reason, class component used state variable. Okay, state variable, it helps to data manipulating within a component. Within the component, in the sense we have an 6 parameters. Okay, whenever I am going to click, it will checks whether the first name is available or not. Okay, last name is available or not. Okay, I will do one by one, then probably you will come to know. This dot state, this is called object. Okay, object declaration. Like inside that you can enter n number of values inside the object. Okay, the simple thing. First name, this is our first key and value. Okay, okay, now I have gave one variable. Okay, so far how many variables we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I'm going to copy everything. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now I have declared variable for every elements. Okay, the reason I need to do some data validation inside the component. Okay, that's the reason I have created 6 parameters. Okay, fine. Now I need to check whenever I am going to click on click, I need to check whether the field has value or not. Okay, so simply before we have a value, this dot state dot first name, sorry, name, what it does, it will gives the default value. Whenever our page renders, it will get the default value from the state variable, and it will show here. Okay, initially we don't have anything. Okay, just initially it don't have any value, then probably it don't show anything. Then I am going to change something, then probably we will have some value, something read only. Just wait. Okay, we will see later on this issue. Where is 34? 34. There is nothing. Okay, later we will see that issue. Okay, now I have getting the value from our object. This is an object. Whenever I need a particular value from the object, I need to use this dot state. Okay, this dot state, in the sense it will gives the value from a current constructor, and following by we need to give the correct parameter. This is for our name parameter. That's why I have used like uh, name. Okay, the same way we need to use for everything. Okay, just wait. Okay, fine. Now if we change anything, it won't change. I'm changing something but it won't change. The same way here also, I'm typing but it won't. The reason, initially, as I said, whenever we are rendering, what are the things we have here defaultly given, that's the value only retain forever. Okay, we need to change. Whenever I am on changing the text box, I need to change my state variable. Okay, then only we can do our dynamic values there, or else it will show static value. Okay, so I don't want a static value. I need to change my state value whenever I am on changing for the particular text box. Okay, you guys know on change functionality is available in React JavaScript. Okay, we will do, then we will. This is an text box. I am going to change on change on change. This is some syntax to getting the current event values. Okay, this dot write any function handle input change. This is function name. Here you can give anything. Okay, here event. I will tell you the reason why I give a e here. E in the sense event. Okay, on event. This will make a little confused. No worries, I will help you to. Wow. Okay. The E is something called as event. Okay. I simply make it as simple. That's why event. Okay. I'm going to change. I'm going to change something. It will in our console. It will default on changing. Whenever I'm on changing, it will showing something. Okay. The things on change event, it will gives values. Okay. On change, whenever I'm changing, it will gives the event. Event in the sense where you are changing your fields. Those informations will captured by event. Okay, simply we will get by using a unique name or id. We will get. Okay, I will tell you the way how we need to get the way. Const, sorry, event dot target dot name. Okay, event dot target. Okay, this is an object. Okay, in this object target have the every values. I will, whenever I am on changing, here the count will be increased. The reason I am on changing a value where the name of name. Okay, that's the reason it is. Okay, for your understanding, I am changing the first name. Okay, here also I am changing value of first name. That's why it is showing you are changing value in name of first name. Okay, then I need to get the on type value. Okay, the same syntax we need to use value. I will show you. I will show you the event or target empty, complete object. Okay, once you get clarified, then I will show. Okay. Now TEST. Okay. Now I have changed input type of text. Okay. The unique name is first name. The value is test. Okay. Whenever I am going to type, it will sends the typed value. Okay. Test K. Okay. Fine. Now I am going to show the complete event object for you. Then you will get an idea. Event dot target. Okay, event dot target. It will returns where you are changing your values. Okay, it will shows type, text, name, first name, and everything. Okay, that's the reason we have a name and we have a field called value inside. Okay, even every single input type has a default properties. As I earlier mentioned, in input type has name, class name, id, placeholder, then style. Okay, there are a lot of attributes. It will event or target, it will gives all those attributes if you mentioned or not. Okay, that's not a problem. It will gives all those values. Okay, we did not mention the value here, but it is giving the proper value. That's why we are using a event property. Okay. Okay, now I have changed that one. Now I need to set my values here. Okay, value this dot state dot first name is my object name. Okay, now I am going to initially the first name don't have a value. Okay, but whenever I am typing, I need to show my first name value there. So this is a common syntax to declaring an object inside the constructor. Okay. Okay. Then your next question is, whenever I am going to do any on click or on change, I just want to change my first name as an what are the things I am giving, I need to change. The syntax for changing the state, we use this dot set state. Okay. Make this is an camel case. Okay, then opening object, then which field you need to change. Now I need to change first name as here the value. Okay, even dot target dot value, it will give the value. So I am going to use this one. Fine. Now we will check. Initially it don't have a value. Now I am changing. Now it is working. Okay, fine. Okay, now I'm going to do validation. Const is a variable declaration in JavaScript. There is three things are available: const, var, and let. Okay, there are three things. Normally, in the initial class, I said if on C class, if you want to add two numbers using an third variable, then we will use int abc like that. Here the variable declaration is const. Okay, I am going to use const. First name is variable. I am going to get that this dot state dot first name for doing a validation. Okay, if first name is available, then alert, else enter your name like that. Now I am simply showing this one. Okay, now I am going to click. Okay, now everything is fine. It is showing can't read property of state of undefined. The thing we have declared everything in proper manner. Okay, we need to access this dot state. Okay, this dot state, it is not in the component. Okay, it is in the under constructor. We need to use this dot state while I am on click. So that reason we need to bind our function inside the constructor, then probably it will work. You guys understand? Whenever I am going to create one function, I can't simply write on a validate form like this. Okay, I need to use this, then probably it will access, it will checks inside the component, it will checks where it the validate form is available or not. Okay, then if it is fine, then it will shows our code. Okay, now inside the function I need to access this dot state. Okay, for data manipulation I need this dot state. Okay, so we need to bind our function inside the constructor. This is a final step. Okay, how we need to bind, this is a common. Got it? This is an, here is a function name and we need to bind this in the sense here we are binding. Okay, inside the constructor we are binding. Okay, now we will check. Now
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
yeah,
Any validation should be done inside the constructor.
any validation.
I mean, for any validation, for any pages, if validation to be done, it should be done only inside the constructor.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Not
Some
inside the
other pages.
constructor.
Sorry.
Not inside the constructor.
No.
You're asking for validation.
No,
So
no.
we're gonna only declare variables there, right? So
Here
validation.
we need to declare variable. She's
Yeah.
asking of. Yeah, tell me.
I mean, in constructor, we'll not write any validation. We'll just declare the things.
Yeah, we need to declare that it is called prototype. Okay, wow. This is complete object. Okay, the prototype in the sense we need to declaring our object and also the functionality functions also. Okay, here we have a function. We forgot to add these functions to bind something inside the constructor. Then probably it won't get access from a state variable. That's the reason now I am going to binding this function inside the constructor. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Tejasvi, what's your question?
That's what I asked, sir. That was the doubt actually.
Actually, it was pretty similar to any other language, right? Here we'll create a class and constructor and methods.
Yeah, same, but in normal HTML JavaScript, there is no common way to accessing. I don't need to use this parameters to accessing. Here, the thing, it is a class component. Okay, it has some restrictions to accessing our some private and public variable. That's the reason we need to bind everything. Okay, we can't simply use this dot state. Okay, this dot state without using the super props. Okay, the super props, it will helps to obtaining the value from the constructor. Initializing it will gets. Okay, then once after creating successful super props, then probably we will use this dot state. Okay, without using this one we can't use this one. Okay, without binding this one we can't get the value from this one. Okay, this is called hierarchical structure. Okay, we need to access something. For before that we need to do all the procedure in the sense we need to bind everything in a proper manner. That's why I'm doing every mistake one by one, then I am telling the way how we need to rectify that one. Okay.
In that we have to initialize the parameter inside the constructor, correct?
Yeah, this is called parameters. Okay, in a single form we developers know, okay, 1 2 3, okay, totally 7 parameters are available. So we are going to simply, okay, later on it will increase. Okay, later if we need any validation, I need to show validations kind of if the first name is required, the character is more than 3 or else minimum 5, like that work, then we will add more characters here. Okay, this is for initial purpose, we have only the 7 parameters. Okay, later it will add. Okay, now what I did, I have binded my values. Okay, now it is showing enter your name. The reason, the state dot first name, it don't have any value. Initially it is empty. Okay, I am going to show you. The first name is empty. Okay, that's the reason it is failed here, and it is directly it is. Okay, now I am going to give something. Okay, this dot first name is okay, got it. The reason I have changed, whenever I am on change, okay, the first name need to be my event or target dot value. Okay, now I have did, this is another static manner. It will works. Okay, for this field. Okay, I need to work for an remaining field. Okay, how? So we need to use the same thing, same functionalities here. Instead of first name, email, but here we don't need. Okay, okay, now even dot target name, it will shows which parameter you are changing, which parameter in the sense which type you are changing. Okay, it will tells name. Okay, it will checks the name. Okay, this is for first name, this is for email, like that it will checks. Then even dot target dot value, it will gives which field, which value you are giving for the corresponding text box. If I am going to give something here, it will gives first name under your value. The same way we will get your email and corresponding values. For that reason, I am going to assign another two variable here. Const form name, like that. Okay, form name equal to first name. Then form value. The reason I will tell you. Okay, initially it will only changes the first name. Okay, I don't need to change the first name. For console.log, okay, now it will shows first name and your value. Why? In the sense, in on change we have an here, we have an on change first name field. Okay, here we have a on change method for email and first name. Okay, now I'm going to do. Okay, now I am changing first name and v. Yeah, okay, something. Why the value is not written in the sense, I just commanded that this dot state. That's the reason it is not printing. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, first name, here I am giving three values. Now it will gives corresponding name. I will show here. Name is email and the value. Okay, you got it. Now we need to differentiate. How we need to differentiate? If we have a value, if form name equal to first name. Okay, this is a name which given here. Okay, we need to get the value here. Then we need to state our first name field. This is simple what I did. Simple if else condition. Okay, then corresponding value. Okay, if it is in first name, the form name is first name, then the value will come under first name. Okay, if it is form name equal email, then probably it will simple if else condition come here. Okay, we don't need to change here and there. Okay, it will differentiate. If it is I am going to click something here, then value it will, the state value will be working fine. Now I am going to change my then it is fine. You got it? Have any doubts in this?
No.
Sorry?
Oh,
No, you don't get any doubt. Okay, this is a common way. Okay, uh, we can simplify this code too short, but the initial stage you guys need to do some if else condition and this dot states. That's the reason I am doing like this. Okay, so whenever I am on changing, I am getting a name of the field of a corresponding text type and the value. Okay, if I am getting a value for first name, then probably I need that value in our particular value. That's the reason I am stating that value. The set state, it will helps to changing our previous state into current state. Okay, now I have value, I am just entering something, now it is appending that value into the current object. Okay, that's the reason we are using. Okay, the same way the email also, if phone number you want to do the same thing in your phone number, you need to copy the value and we need to change the phone number and do one if condition here, then probably it will work. Okay, now you got for so far you got what is constructor, super, and what is bind, everything. Okay, now I am going to validate my email also. So just control C, control V, email, email, enter your email. It will ask, enter your name, your email. Now I have entered my, it will show success. After that it will ask your email. Okay, this is fine.
Yep.
Okay, now I am going to summarize this session. Okay, mm, okay, this is a common HTML and this is JavaScript. Okay, whenever we are doing without any package or command line interface, this is common HTML and JavaScript. Okay, I don't need any helps to creating a component using in any parent libraries. Okay, simply I am going to give one type as a button and I am going to click. Now I need to show some alert. Okay, for this we don't need any this class parameters state object. Okay, this is common way, but in our React.js it should follow some ways. Okay, if you give a on click, it should be on camel case like that. Okay, you guys know. Then probably now we are working on a class component. Okay, now I am going to do one function inside a component. Okay, the HTML parameters don't know where the components functions is available. Okay, that's the reason we need to mention this. If I am going with this probably it will checks the entire page inside the component. Okay, it will checks, okay, here there is an validate form is available, so we need to go here. Go here. Okay, it will assume so we need to go here. Then we have some conditions. For the condition we need some values. The sense I'm going to check whenever the first name or email my form field is missing, I need to ensure the to the user you need to give your proper information, then it is possible to moving for the next session. For the reason normal way we will have an get document by id or store as something we will get. In React, it has two parameters, it's two elements. Okay, first one is state, another one is props. We will discuss later on a props. Okay, state, it will gives the object what are the things you are going to use in your particular form. For that reason, we are going 7 parameters we have declared. Okay, this is for my internal components. Since here I need to use for 7 fields, that's the reason I am going to give something. Okay, then fine. Now I am going to click, it won't get the value, correct value from a first name. The reason I have created a function inside a class component, but I forget to bind this inside the constructor. Constructor is the only place it will helps to declaring a initializing object. Okay, I have initialized my object, but I forget to connecting those things. Okay, that's the reason I am going to connecting these things in a constructor. Now I am going to get a this dot state dot first name. Now I don't have any value, then probably it is showing alert, enter your name. Okay, whenever I am on changing my text box, I need to change my value and I need to retaining that value for in my state variable. For that reason, we have an event field in JavaScript, jQuery. In everything we have an e dot prevent default. You guys know or not? No, I don't know, but there is a lot of Windows properties available to getting a current Windows properties. Okay, that's the reason I have used event. It will helps where you are changing. Okay, the entire information, the corresponding information it will gives. So based on that one, I am going to get two parameters. One is the corresponding name and another one is the particular value. I need to set that value into the correct object. Okay, correct state object. The sense, when I say the correct object, I need to, whenever I am on changing my first name, it should check whether the first form name. Okay, here I have an additional two parameters for differentiating other parameters. That's the reason form name and form value. Okay, it will check form name equals first name, then probably it will set the value for a object, individual object. Then whenever I am going to click, it will check whether the state object is having a value or not. Then it will shows the information to the user based on our condition. It will shows. If you forget to enter your first name, then probably it will say enter your name. Then it will gives the success. That's it, guys. Oh, you have any doubt?
Venkatesh, even
Sorry, even?
validation form and another one more function is there, right?
Which?
Event handler.
Yeah,
So we don't need to bind this thing. So we
actually,
have,
yeah, this is an Windows property. Okay, here we are getting, yeah, if we need, we can bind. That's not a big deal. We can do. It won't create any problem.
So whenever an object is created, event should be created, right?
Whenever object created event,
Since
yeah,
we have created first name, we have to create the same similar event for the first name. That's why we are using first event there.
this one. Yes. It will gives the entire Windows properties. Windows property in the sense normally. Wait. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Where is this? These things are called window properties. Okay, whenever I am on changing, okay, this parameters as in separate. Okay, whenever I am going to click on click, it don't need to have to mention, okay, this is an on click function. The window defaultly knows, okay, on click in the sense, okay, we haven't that on click function, it should trigger something like that. Okay, if suppose
Yes.
if
Triggering.
suppose we used the submit button, then probably the submit button has also having some functionality. If the button is submit, we need to post our actions to some other pages. Okay, based on our action, it will do. If you
So
give,
then event handling is not there here, sir. If event handling is there, then it controls event, right?
sorry, I did not get your question properly. Just wait.
Here we have used event. If event is there, event handling also should be there, right?
Event handling. What's the reason? Event is it's not about the event. Here you can use anything. Okay, it will gives the
Okay.
okay event in the sense I mentioned like which current thing you are changing. Okay, here you can give anything.
Okay, okay, sir.
Oh, there is a separate concept for event. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Actually, in the last time I had Java, their ma'am said if
Java.
whenever,
Okay.
yeah, whenever an event, whenever an object will be created, event will be generated. Whenever the event will be triggered, event handling will be there.
Oh, sorry. I'm not
That's
good
okay.
in Java.
Yeah, that is right.
In the
Which one?
base like
I'm not good in
Windows,
Java. Sorry.
this is like Windows application, text box properties and event.
Okay. Sorry.
So whenever event is
You guys are
generated, right,
over
it
engineering,
will
guys.
Yeah, yes. Our subjects are like that only, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay. Then tomorrow we will do. Now I have done like this. Okay. Tomorrow we will do first name record in red color label. We will do. Okay.
Okay.
Please do something and you will get some queries. Okay, then probably you just ping me, okay, over on WhatsApp or Skype. Hereafter I won't allow, sorry, available, so I'm going to close that one. So you just ping me in a WhatsApp. Okay,
Okay,
sure.
sir.
thank you. Shall I okay, the video is recorded. Okay, no worries. Okay guys, bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.